Hey guys, this video is way longer than my usual videos, so I'm adding some timestamps here so that if you don't want to sit through the whole thing, you can just go right to the part of the video you came for. So with that said, I hope you enjoy. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Hard Angle Barn YouTube channel. Right back here behind me, I have the Sentra. I'm going to go ahead and be working on this today because next weekend, July 17th, today is Saturday the 10th, but next Saturday in 7 days, we are going to take a 1,000-mile road trip to the Freedom Factory to do the Spectator Drags. And I want to do a couple things to make sure it's going to make it and make it look a little better since it is going to be seen by a lot of people. But I'm super excited to make this video. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. Like I said, I'm going to have to pack a lot of stuff to make sure we can make the 2,000-mile round trip without problems. And hopefully we don't, get bumped or get wrecked at the race, because I'd like to drive back, and I do like this car. But I think this one has the best chance because of its helical limited slip differential. So it corners the best. Also the Altima, I really don't want to get that thing dented up. So this one needs restored anyway. It needs brought back. So if it gets a couple dings on it, no big deal. Just make some more content for later. But let's get right into it. We got a lot to do. I got to make an exhaust. I got to paint a mirror. I got to paint a grill. Whole bunch of stuff. So let's get right to it. So I want to spruce up the front grill a little bit. This I might just chuck a coat of paint on. This I want to make a different color. And this I sharpened in some of the letters to see if that would work, because these have faded out and it actually looks decent. So I'm going to do that to the rest of them. Probably throw a coat of clear coat over that then to protect the Sharpie, obviously, because that'll just come back off. But I think I'm going to do the grill. I'll do that black. I'm going to do that nose cone, we'll call that. We're going to do that cast iron. And then I'll just throw a coat of clear coat on all of it to keep it looking nice. And as you can see, that mirror is the Nardo gray-ish color that we're going to do on this car eventually. And this one still looks like garbage. It has the consistency of 40 grit sandpaper. So that needs taken care of. But unfortunately, this corner is just going to have to stay ugly, because I'm not going to be able to get touch-up paint in time. So, if anything happens, hopefully it happens to this corner. Also, we'll see how tight the schedule is, but I ordered brake repair kits last night. I got seals for the rear because the rear passenger side caliper doesn't work. It's stuck, and I don't want to fail tech with that. It says it's supposed to show up Thursday, and my mail usually comes around 4 p.m. So we got to leave Friday. That's going to be tight, but I'm sure we can manage. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you a before photo. And here we go with the after. That looks brand new. I mean, there's a couple imperfections if you get really close. I didn't sand it hard enough, but it's not the point. It's going to get an aftermarket one eventually. But now you can see it says Nissan. It's got that nice gray with that black. Oh, looks great. You know what? I think this mirror needs the snap treatment too. Still doesn't look great. It's okay, I guess. It's definitely not as shiny as that one. Maybe I'll add some more clear later, but right now it's gonna have to do because I gotta move on to something more important. So next up, this is pretty important actually. I need to check the alignment. I was driving down the road the other day. I didn't see this pothole. I hit it, and I hit it hard. And now the steering wheel is cocked to the right a little bit. It was the tiniest little bit off center before, but now it's cocked to the right. And the steering wheel shakes at about 60 miles an hour too, so I think something's out of balance. So we're gonna put the quick trick kit on there and check the alignment. And we're gonna pull the tires off, clean up the inner part of the rim in case I have to put weights on it, and we're gonna check the balance. Because if I'm gonna be driving 2,000 miles down to the Freedom Factory, there and back, and also racing, I want to make sure I have a good alignment. Alright, well, it definitely changed. When I aligned it the first time, I gave it 1 millimeter of toe. I really should have done 2, but I put 1 in. It's now at 4. So, yeah, it definitely got knocked out a little bit. So, it's got about twice as much toe as it needs. I'm going to go ahead and take that out. And I'm going to check the balance as well. Alright, let's see how this looks. Yeah, this one needs 2 ounces over here. All right, both fronts are balanced and torqued. Let's go see if they wobble. Nope, feels perfect. Steering wheel doesn't move. Here, I'll show you. Perfect. Oh God, it's 1,000 degrees. All right, to pack it up for the night, I'm gonna do the alignment tomorrow. I know it's out, so I'm gonna drive the Altima to work and just listen to her. That's nice. All right, so I got the quick trick kit on here. I put like half a turn on this tie rod to straighten the steering wheel. The back tape is at 175.3 centimeters. And the front one is at 170, we'll just call that 5 even. We have 3 millimeters of toe right now, which is technically right where it should be. But I want to get 1 more millimeter in here, and then we'll call it good. Okay, so to make it go out, I gotta go down, and I only need to add 1 millimeter, so that was probably too much. 175.2 and 175. I got about 1.5 millimeters, which is pretty good for a race alignment. You want about 3 millimeters of toe, which is about 1/8 for a street drive or a street car. If you're doing racing, you can get closer to center, or you can actually do a little bit of toe out for more responsive steering. I'm just gonna do a little bit less than the street driving toe, because that's what's worked for me. But that's good. I'm gonna have to take it for a drive, see if the steering wheel's a little bit straighter. I look crazy. It's so hot. Don't forget to tighten the nuts on your tie rods, especially if you're about to drive 2,000 miles, because if you don't, you're gonna have a bad time. All right, ready? We're going straight. Boom, the wheel's straight. Finally. I'm so glad I built these wheel cribs. Look at that elevation. So much room to work. I mean, yeah, it's not a lift, but hey, it costs like 40 bucks, not 1,200. I don't know how much a lift costs. I can't afford it, so I'm not looking. There you go. As you can see, I have exhaust missing, and I have this temporary hanger here, so I can have it held in place where I like it. And I bought 2 of these. These are just mild steel, and I need to do some cutting and some welding. This poor dune buggy. I literally like use every surface of it to carry cargo. I'm gonna have to get the tape off soon before it melts. It's not terrible. There you can see the tape's actually taking care of taking itself off. It's just burning off. It's actually kind of funny. I started figuring it out over here. I couldn't get a good weld because I was going too slow, so I sped up and I started getting a lot flatter weld. And then over here it just went to hell because the fit, I shut the fitment so good on the pipe, I couldn't see the crack anymore, so I didn't know where I was welding. So I started and stopped like 20 times over, you know, a 1/4 inch, and I'm gonna have to grind all that off. Out of this whole pipe, this is the only section that came out like a 5 out of 10, you know? Everything else just straight garbage. Oh God, I gotta practice welding more than once every 3 years. So because the MIG wire rusts, I hit it with some caliper paint, which is apparently good to 900 degrees Fahrenheit, so we'll see if that's true. And it makes me wish I would have cleaned all the slag off, because not only do the welds look horrible when you paint them, but now I can see every little bit of slag. So go ahead and look at this and judge me. Don't care, because I know I'm bad at welding. When I get off work, I'll get two 2-inch band clamps so I can clamp that exhaust on, because I don't really want to weld onto the car, and my fitment's not good enough to do that anyway. Today is Monday. We leave Friday, so things are going according to plan. And there we go. We have an exhaust, and as soon as it gets hot and that tape gets warm, that'll melt in place and help keep it together, and then I gotta retighten these. I do have to go drive 200 miles to pick up Cheyenne, so if it makes it, I'll let you know. You hear that? It's like the perfect volume. Just a little bit from there. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Well, I only made it 300 feet to the house before it fell off, because of course. Alright, well, call it jank if you want, but at least I'm showing my jank on the internet, and you're hiding yours in your garage. So, I have self-tappers in this clamp, because this exhaust system on the other Sentra used to always like to pull itself out. I didn't want that happening. And then I got this. This is not touching the gas tank, even though it looks like it. Zip tied to the gas tank strap right now. That's temporary. And then this is clamped on here, and this won't allow this pipe to fall down far enough for that to come out, because this clamp doesn't want to squeeze it very hard. But this exhaust can't move up anymore to come out, so that'll work to get me to Maryland and back. So I finished the 200-mile trip. The exhaust is still on, it's still quiet, and since I'm home, I decided to give it a nice hard launch like I'm going to do at the Freedom Factory. And it's still on, which is very impressive. So I'm going to reinforce it a little bit extra and move on to the next item. Also, I know it's an inanimate object, but I want to give a big thanks to my original white Sentra that's waiting on an engine from that car. So I have a second set of tires to drive down on and a set to race on, and any spares in case I get a flat. Oh God, it's going to start raining super hard. And then real quick, let's point out it's got the 6th brake color ever, and then run inside because it's starting to rain really hard and it's cold. So, a quick little trivia question. Did TSW manufacture the 04 to 06 wheels? That looks like TSW's casting work. Huh. Interesting. That's fascinating. I don't know why, but that's kind of cool. Even though I don't really like those wheels. Honestly, the back of it looks better than the front. Let me know which Spec V wheel you like better, the original 02, 03 or the 04, 06. Not pictured as the option for the Graham lights that could have came on the R-Tunes, because I'm not a millionaire that has mythical legends of cars. Alright, let me know what you guys think. I don't know, it's half snazzy looking. I don't think I want to keep it this way, but I think I just figured out I like the Gen 1 B15 Spec V wheels way better. Well, I already knew that, but they actually kind of even look good on this car. It's a little off. It'll probably look better on that one. But, like, it doesn't look totally alien, to be honest. It makes it look like a Subaru Legacy. Alright, so this one has no side-to-side jiggle, but like if I do it really fast, it's got the littlest up and down, like it's got a bad bearing. This one doesn't have any up and down at all, but it's got a lot of side-to-side. But the thing is, I can look at the inner tie rod, and the knuckle's not moving. So it's like the bearing is going bad, and it's showing as if it's a tie rod. That's really weird. But I can see the knuckle isn't moving. I can see the brake rotor moving independently from the knuckle, which is bolted together. So this bearing probably is going. Today's Wednesday, we're leaving Friday at like 4 a.m. So it's going to have to do. Alright, well, we still got loose wheels, so it looks like we're doing this on bad-ish wheel bearings. Now real quick, I got to make sure we are representing. Yeah. That looks good on there. So ladies and gentlemen, it is crunch time. It is 6:30 p.m. We were supposed to leave at the latest of 4 a.m. I still have to rebuild the rear brakes. I gotta do 2 front wheel bearings and a couple little other odds and ends I can't think of right now. Windshield washer thing, pack the car, all that. I got a lot of stuff to do. We gotta do it really fast. So I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get to it. Gotta get it done. Whenever you're doing steering knuckles, you always gotta use, wow, that popped out really easy. You always gotta use the sketchiest setups to get them flat enough to pop the stuff out, but hey, whatever works. I'm sure I'm going to own 94 Sentras in my lifetime, so I know how to change them easily. And when I forget, I video everything. So. That's what I didn't want to happen. I didn't want the inner race staying on there. That is burnt up. Sheesh, that's not good. Next thing you gotta do is get this snap ring. You get something behind it, peel it out, and then you can push the bearing up out. Well, technically flip it, push it down out. You know, this might get difficult because I don't think I have a bearing splitter. I also apparently don't have a Phillips or a flathead screwdriver. Where's all my stuff? Why is my bench trashed? Why have I not cleaned this? Well, got it all separated. I'm gonna have to clean up these surfaces real quick. You see the old bearing split. It's almost frozen. It's so hard to spin. Matt, once again, saved my ass. Let me borrow a tool. Whatever I need, whenever I need. So I want to give a huge thanks to my neighbor Matt. He's he said if I ever need anything, he's always there to help me. So I really appreciate that. I would have been in many more binds if it wasn't for his generosity. So again, Matt, I appreciate it. Thank you. There we go, it's all put together. Not loose. Spins fantastic. Before it felt super crunchy. So now I just gotta do it another time. And then brakes. And exhaust. Oh, I'm not gonna sleep tonight and then I'm gonna have to drive 15 hours. But it's gonna be fun, so. I pulled off the driver's side. Let's see if we can hear this. This is super loose too, so this one needs this. I'm tired. It's like 10. I'm not sleeping tonight. It's not happening. But I want to race. I'm going to race a McLaren and I'm going to get beat by like 3 laps. The 1 lap, I'm tired. I guess I'll talk. So the front end is all done. Everything's torqued. The wheels we're driving down on are on, as you can see. We are now onto the rear brakes. Now for the sake of time, I'm going to skip passenger side because I need sleep to drive 15 hours. As you can see, this it's not working very well at all. This should be, well, should look like that, but instead it looks like that. So I'm gonna take this apart, rebuild it. Hopefully it's not seized up. If it is, I'll walk outside and pull one off the other spec. So I got this caliper cleaned up a little bit. It looks good. It's usable. No problems with it. There you go, old versus new. Like I said, pop that little snap ring out, switch all this stuff over to here, and that's that. I had to do this on the white spec, so no big deal. But like I said, this side works fine, so we're going to go ahead and skip it tonight because we leave in like 5 hours, and I'm not done, and I still got to pack. As I should have expected, this bracket is seized solid. I had it on the floor, I was hammering on it, and it was just chipping the concrete. So I'm going to snag the bracket off my white spec, because I got the brake rebuilt, and then when we get back I will just order a new bracket and give the spec its bracket back. This is the piece I'm after. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. Well, I changed out the zip ties for a U-bolt, hold the mount, so hopefully it doesn't come off. My brain is starting not to work right, so it's time to pack the car and get like at least 2 hours of sleep. I think I'm all packed. I ran through everything in my head that I might need. You know, I got jack stands, I got extra jacks, I got paper towels, I got stuff to change my oil, I got spark plugs, I got all the tools I need to do that. I got tires, I got the impacts, I got straps that I don't need in case I need straps for some reason. All the tires are in here. So other than going over and packing and napping, I think I got everything. Anyway, I just had to bleed the brakes because I didn't do them last night because I was lazy. And the pedal sucked, so we had to turn around and come back. And I slept 2 hours too long. So we're now 3.5 hours behind schedule, but we'll be fine. Here we go. Off to Florida. She's heavily loaded. Well, 250 miles into the trip, keeping sunglasses on. We had our first breakdown, but at least it was something small. The radio decided to short its balls off sitting in the Chick-fil-A line, and even turning it off. Turning the car off didn't even stop it. It just sounded like a lightning storm in here. So no more radio for the next 750 miles, and then subsequently the other 1,000 back. But at least it's just the radio. I'll be thankful it was just that. Well, that drive sucked last night. We got in at like 3 a.m. It's about noon. We're gonna go get some food, and then it's off to the Freedom Factory. Well, it looks like we're here, but nobody else is, so I don't know if... Well, I mean, he's got the gate open, so...
Yeah.
Everybody's trailer. And look, a Supra. Is that a Supra? Is that thing stock?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it to me. Oh, here we are. Wow, this is banked. Even on camera here, it doesn't look that steep, but it's like decently steep. I mean, it's not Talladega, but it's not flat either. It's funny that thinking for Cletus, this is just like his everyday. It's like surreal for me to be here, but this is just his life. So I didn't know what was going on for a while, so even though I was here right at 2, actually a little before, I got 40 minutes to switch this stuff and get back on the track. Alright, here we are, back on the line. I got the tires changed, what, 20 minutes, so not bad. Did the air filter, did not do the spark plugs and oil. I'll have to do those at the hotel later. Hey, look, there's James's spec. They're doing a random pick, so not much else to say other than I might get screwed first round because of the random pick rule, but it's still gonna be a lot of fun.
Man, how much power is this sucker making? Like 150? 150,000? Dang. Dude, you realize you're up against a Sentra SE Type R. Got a Calo 12 in it. Calo 12. Alright, you got it? You think you got this? What do you think, man? The Sentra, you think you got? Oh, really? Is that stick?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see what they got. See if the G-body can hold it down. That G-body. That G-body.
Hey, go fucking race, man. I f***ed that launch. I sat there and just spun. Dude, it made me like dizzy. I didn't realize how much G's are in bank track. I didn't realize I was making smooth.
You got this? Let's hear some limiter on that launch change. There we go, green flag is ready.
Austin is racing the guy that eliminated me. I was quite outgunned, and I hope he can do me some justice.
You gotta get jumped out on those 370 feet.
drifted for show.
That was not planned.
Oh, that wasn't on purpose.
I just took the whole course.
You got all of turn 4.
Why did Joe start to do that? That was accident.
I thought you were just like, oh, I got him. Watch this.
No, dude, that was accident. Holy shit, was this control?
He almost just stuck that in the wall. And he is eliminated. Volvo gets off the line real good.
Chasing to do.
And it's the Volvo. Sounds like a little baby Lambo. This is James and his Spec V versus some guy and his wife's X3, I guess. Come on, James, get him. Think you got the Marauder?
We're gonna find out.
Get it done.
You know they say, right? It's not racing, it ain't rubbing.
Come on, come on. You got him. Come on. Hell yeah.
That's all right. It's 2 out of 3 now. James, outside, do it again. And Cletus wins.
Hopefully Cletus wasn't just clowning around. As long as he doesn't crash, it's got him. Hell yeah. Yo, how do you feel about that? Holy shit. I didn't see that coming, honestly. I didn't think you'd have him by that much.
You see my burnout though?
Oh yeah, I got it too.
I told you, that was a 3rd gear at 90 miles an hour.
Wow.
You see how it rolled it all the way through?
Yeah, I see the smoke still rolling in the cabin. Oh yeah, man. Hopefully you get close to the finals.
Who think the TA is going to take it? What about the Nissan?
That thing is so fast. Still gonna get it? He's still, come on, he's still gonna get it. By a bumper. I think the Trans Am just forfeited, it's overheating.
Alright, let's hear it for the 37.
In case you couldn't hear Cletus, this is a brand new C7 ZR1. I guess not brand new, versus a Tesla, not sure what model honestly, but it beat the white Model 3.
Green flag! Oh no! Green flags.
Come on, internal combustion. Pull out a win. Come on. Give him all that 750 horsepower. Yeah. Tiebreaker going into round 3. That Corvette's got to get him. And the crowd goes wild. So this round is the 370Z versus the ZR1. I think he might be outgunned here. 350 wheel versus 750 crank horsepower. That was a big drift. Oh. Wow. Good save, Austin. Oh, no. This is getting towed by Cletus. Oh, fuck. should have just let me win. It's blue in the engine bay. What is that the fire retardant stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole motor shit though.
Dude, that sucks. See, the engine's at an angle. Intake pipes over here are touching, so that's not good.
Yo, I hit my turn signal out of habit. You're not gonna take the grudge race.
Man, just whip around right here.
All right. Good race, man. Going against James now. Ugh. We don't get to skip the line because we're important. Hey man, I appreciate that. That's a pretty big deal for me. I tried to follow your line and I shouldn't have done that because I had speed for the outside, so yeah. That was a good, thanks man. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's dark. Well guys, I don't know what you can see or what the last clip was, but I hope you enjoyed. That was a ton of fun. I'm so glad we came down to visit the Freedom Factory, and I'm glad I got to do a little racing. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video, and I'll talk to y'all later. Good job, Sentra.
Hell yeah, bro.
Well, we're in North Carolina. We got about 480 miles left to go, and I should have known we weren't home free when I did my outro. Yeah, that's a absolutely ruined wheel bearing that I just changed. Sweet. So I just checked the passenger side as well. This nut on the driver's side wheel bearing actually came loose. I guess I didn't get it tight enough. I don't have a socket big enough, but I tightened it with some channel locks. And we're gonna see if we can make it back the couple hundred, no, it's not a couple hundred, it's almost 500 miles back to PA from North Carolina. I'm literally at the first rest stop into North Carolina from South Carolina, so let's hope it makes it. Well, it's late, but the Sentra did make it. Got us home safe and sound.
I'm just calling to say I